How's it going, everybody? I am the Uncanny Omar, and you are watching Near Mint Condition, the home of collected editions. I am not alone today. I have assembled a team of wonderful people to join me for the Marvel Solicitations for February of 2026. How's it going, everybody? To my right, making his return to Near Mint Condition, feeling a lot better. He was already yelling at me before we even got started. Is my buddy Omnidog.
Heyo, it's Omnidog back from the almost dead. Thank you for having me on. I am feeling much better. Thank you.
Good to hear that. Yeah, you scared a lot of us.
I was kind of freaked out myself, but I think I'm going to be okay.
Good. I'm glad to hear that, man. And then making another return is my buddy Curtis from the Epic Marvel Podcast YouTube show and channel and podcast, maybe
all of that stuff. That's right.
All of that. Okay.
Happy to be here as always. Thanks for the continuous invites. I love doing these shows.
Well, I'm glad you are here, and thank you, James, for sharing everybody's. Oh, look, people are happy to see Jess. That's good.
Happy to see Jess.
Thank you.
Likewise.
Yeah. And last but certainly not least is my buddy Sean from the Comic Pals.
Hello. Welcome back to another edition of the Epic, or it's not the Epic, of the Solicits. I'm so excited to be here. I love doing these, and I've got good people with me, so I'm happy.
Yes, man. I love having you on, especially since you've read a lot of the modern stuff. And that helps out a ton when I'm like, oh, I know this creator and this artist, and I know nothing about this series. And Sean chimes in with like, well, let me tell you about this series real quick, which makes a great conversation.
Is that how I sound, by the way?
In my head, yes.
Exactly like that. Spot on.
Wow, see, look at that. I bet if I black us out, Curtis could not guess which one of us are. All right.
Do that.
Let's go ahead and share screen. And before going any further, big thank you to David Gabriel and the fine folks at Marvel for sending us this advanced solicitations. So here we go. I'm going to make it a little bigger because I know people in the back always yell to make it bigger. Okay. Kicking it off with Captain America by Mark Grunwald, Omnibus Volume 3. Collecting Captain America 387 418, Annual 11, Punisher Captain America Blood and Glory 1 through 3, Ghost Rider Captain America Fear, and U.S. Agent 1 through 4. My favorite run on Captain America being collected in omnibus format with a Volume 3. We'll need one more to wrap up this era. And what would Volume 4 have? Curtis?
I don't know, the last few issues of Captain America before Mark Waid's run. You probably have Nomad 18 and 19, and Captain America the Medusa Effect.
Mm-hmm.
Captain America and Nick Fury Blood Truce. Probably some of those things.
Mark Grunwald. Maybe a little different mapping too than the Epic collections. And the only cover here to get is the Rick Levins cover. Catwolf, baby.
Wolf.
Catwolf. It's so ridiculously 90s, and I'm all here for it. Captain Marvel, highest, furthest, fastest omnibus.
Awesome.
Wow.
I'm happy to be here for this.
Collecting Captain Marvel 27 through 50, Annual number 1, X-Men 19 through 21, Captain Marvel Dark Tempest 1 through 6, Captain Marvel Assault on Eden, and then the Captain Marvel series 1 through 10 from 2023. 1,072 pages, $125. This was the Kelly Thompson Omnibus Volume 2, but they decided to include all the most recent series, including the Assault on Eden and then the Captain Marvel 1 through 10, which, of course, were not written by Kelly Thompson. They were written by Teenie Howard. So, was it? It is Teenie Howard, yes. So they changed the title to Highest, Furthest, Fastest instead of Kelly Thompson Omnibus Volume 2. Just for the people that knew, we're waiting for that. One of the most anticipated titles, and that is X-Men Messiah Trilogy. So this is collecting X-Men Messiah Complex, Uncanny X-Men 492 to 494, 523 to 525, Adjectiveless X-Men 205 to 207, New X-Men 44 to 46, X-Factor 25 to 27, the X-Men Messiah Complex Mutant Files, X-Men The Times and Life of Lucas Bishop 1 through 3, Cable 11 through 15, X-Force Cable Messiah War, X-Force 14 through 16, and 26 through 28. X-Men Future History, The Messiah War Source Book, The Second Coming Prepare, Second Coming 1 and 2, New Mutants 12 through 14, and X-Men Legacy 235 to 237. 1,112 pages, $125. The reason that this is collecting like random issues of Uncanny X-Men and Adjectiveless X-Men is because there are 3 events that are collected in this. There is Messiah Complex that kicks off this new era with like Kyle and Yost on X-Force. And then there is the Messiah War that is just a crossover between Cable and X-Force. And then there's the Second Coming, which wraps up that era. So that's what this is. These have been previously released in oversized hardcovers, and all of those are out of print. I did ask all the questions you all wanted me to ask. Can they map it with X-Force in there? Can they add endangered species in there? So I think that ship sailed, unfortunately. But at least it's going back to print in case you missed out on it.
I have a quick question.
Yeah, about
Curtis,
this.
no, about Curtis putting in the theme song from the Captain Marvel cartoon when I was like 6. Those lyrics have lived in my head rent free for 60 years. Was it? That was like just a crappy cartoon with like the mouths moving and stuff. You've seen it? Has everybody seen it at this point?
I haven't.
The Captain Marvel cartoon?
No,
I'm sorry,
it was
Captain America. It was like Captain America throws his mighty shield.
Yes.
Okay,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody's seen it then. Where did you
pretty
see
notorious. They back in the 90s they released a bunch of it on VHS. I think that's how I first saw it.
Hmm.
And that now on YouTube they're kind of infamous. They're all up on YouTube now, I think, all of those episodes. Yeah, I love that. Very, very sparse animation. It was by the company that eventually would go on to do the Spider-Man cartoon, kind of the first run at doing things like that. And but they took actual comic panels, like Kirby's panels, and animated them. So that was
Oh,
pretty cool.
I didn't know that.
Animated
songs
very loosely. Very loosely.
Yeah.
The term animated.
The
It's
theme
very
song
sparse.
great.
Yeah, all of those theme songs for that show were really good.
Yeah.
I can't believe you brought that up. Wow.
I put it in the chat. I was responding to somebody else who was quoting the first lines of that song.
And I didn't know that anybody else knew about it. So I'm sorry to get us off track so badly.
You know, people actually have real questions, Jazz. Let me see. In your opinion, Omar,
We've missed you, Jess.
Omnibus, or is it super disjointed? Is it a good omnibus? There's some really good stories in here. You mean, is it mapped well? It's not mapped the way I think I would have mapped it, but here's the thing. Like, the things that were available were only the 3 oversized hardcovers. And then they had the X-Force hardcovers. And Cable didn't get oversized hardcovers. So no matter which way you're going to go about it, you're not going to have everything in a proper reading order. If you want that, I think, you know, honestly, at this point, digital or single issues might be the way to go. I think people are smart enough to figure out what was going on in between issues. And that's just the way things used to be collected. There was a time that there was, you know, years in between events that weren't collected. We didn't have epics. We didn't have omnis. And that's what this reminds me of. They just put those 3 oversized hardcovers together to make an omnibus. So it's those 3 events. Will they have a X-Force and a Cable omnibus one day? I don't know. Probably. I mean, those are really, like, that series that a lot of people really want. I don't know about Super Disjointed. Super Disjointed, I think of like collections that just have like random issues from different decades. But then again, I don't know. Maybe I give people too much credit. I can figure it
I think
out.
this one would be. I think this one will be good because it collects 3 events. The only question is what happens between those events to the characters. Like as soon as one event ends and you start the next event, are we going to see like all of a sudden Wolverine has diamond skin or something like that? Like who knows? So that's
but
if you don't know the history of the
even if you were,
characters, then they might.
Mhm. But I mean, even if you were getting them back in the day, like when the hardcovers were coming out, that was always the issue. Because it's like, wait, where did this come from? Why is this character now alive? Because
But
everything
as
is so connected.
standalone books, I think as standalone books, that's different than putting it all under one cover. If you have a standalone book of just the Messiah War, then you can understand that there's something before and something after it. If you're reading just all 3 in one book, going from page 90, 121 to 122, and all of a sudden there's a big 3-year gap in there or whatever, then it may be a little jarring, but I don't know.
Dude, people not watch Star Wars? There was a scroll up that caught you up. Emperor Palpatine came back from the dead.
Exactly, that's what we need. No, I'm just saying it's for the
Honestly,
most part, I think it would be a good reading because it's big chunks of story. It's just those little in between gaps, and you find that with a lot of collections. I don't think there's any escaping that really.
I was thinking of what recently has been collected, like, or what would be the equivalent of collecting something older like this, like maybe putting Mutant Massacre together with Fall of the Mutants and then Inferno. So I can see, like, maybe some confusion there.
Yeah.
Punisher and Fury Max by Garth Ennis Omnibus. So these are the stories that collect Punisher to Platoon 1 through 6, Fury Max 1 through 13, Get Fury 1 through 6, and Punisher Soviet 1 through 6. Garth Ennis with Goran Parlov and Jason Burrows, and 712 pages, $100, and these are max, so it's 18 mature content or more.
It doesn't have My War Gone By, or is that?
You're talking about Nick Fury?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
What?
That came out in 2000. When was that one? 2000 and I want to say that was like 2002, 2001 or something. Yeah, it doesn't have the early. Actually, it's missing the 2 Nick Fury Max series. But that's another thing that I asked if they could add. But
some really good stories in there.
Yeah,
I really like Get Fury and Fury Max.
Like Get Fury and Fury Max are a lot different than the one that Jess is talking about, and maybe that's why they're not in here. The original Fury Max title, man, he just went nuts with it. Like he was just having fun, like ripping dudes' intestines out and like choking the dude with his own intestines, like ridiculous stuff like that. So Star Wars Legends, The New Republic Omnibus Volume 3 coming out. And this will, I think New Republic 3 wraps up this era. Star Wars Crimson Empire, Z0 through 6, The Bounty Hunters, Kennick's Kill, Crimson Empire 2, Council of Blood, Crimson Empire 3, Empire Lost, Star Wars Jedi Academy Leviathan 1 through 4, Mixed Up Droid, the Star Wars Union 1 through 4, Star Wars Chewbacca 1 through 4, Star Wars Invasion 0 through 5, and Invasion Rescues 1 through 6, Invasion Revelations 1 through 5, the Handbook, Star Wars Handbook, number 2, and material from Dark Horse Extra 21 through 24, Dark Horse Presents 1, and Star Wars Tales 8, 11, 16 through 19, and 21. 1,344 pages, $150. Was I right, Curtis? Does this wrap up that era of Star Wars?
Of New Republic? Yeah, does it? Let me see here. Invasion. Yeah. This does. I believe this does wrap up this.
I
And then
know
after this is the
they're mapped a little.
Rebellion era.
Yeah, they're mapped a little bit different than the Epic collections, but I think it does wrap up that era. And the Amazing Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 7. Back to the classics. Collecting Amazing Spider-Man 206 to 223, annuals 14 and 15. The Marvel Treasury Edition 25 and material from What If 23, 24, and 30. The book has 680 pages and retails for $100. How far are we in the Epic collections, Curtis, with Amazing Spider-Man?
In January, we're getting volume 13, which has 224 to 241. So this is the stuff that's a little bit before that. What did you say this was? 206 to 223?
This goes all the way to 223. Right up next to the Roger Stern Omnibus.
Okay, so the Spider-Man volume 12 is 207 to 223. So this is basically Epic Collection volume 12.
Okay.
It has the what ifs though. The Epics don't have the what ifs. And this has the Marvel Treasury Edition 25, which is I don't know that's not in the Epic collections either. So you get a couple of bonuses.
Okay. And really quick here, what was the rationale Marvel gave you for excluding Fury Max and Fury Peacemaker? No. That's it.
The rationale was no.
No.
I'm sorry. Did Fury Max contain 1 through 13? Maybe they just didn't call it My War Gone By. Sebastian kind of reminded me about that. Was it maybe 1 through 13? So it does contain this?
The omnibus that we just looked at?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't contain that.
Oh.
Wait, let me hold it up. Hold it up, Jess.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What does it contain, you said?
Fury Max 1 through 13, Garth Ennis, Gorlin Parlov.
Oh. Yeah.
It doesn't.
What are the years covered in Spider-Man Volume 7? 1970.
This is 1981 basically.
Oh, 81? Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I was 79 still. We're in the 80s, baby. Wow. What have they done to my Ultimate Wolverine, Sean? Ultimate Wolverine Volume 2, Logan. First one was called Winter Soldier. Chris Condon and Alessandro Capuccio still drawing it. Issues 7 through 12. This is still ongoing, right, Sean?
Yes, it is. It is like the other Ultimate books going to be coming to a close soon. But I have enjoyed this series thoroughly. So the reason why this volume is called Logan is because now he is at a place where he has been rescued by the Resistance and is rediscovering himself through some very unexpected allies. This is a very fun volume, and I think Ultimate Wolverine is quite a bit better than a lot of the Wolverine stuff we've been getting elsewhere. So it's a nice place if you're a fan of Logan.
Thank you. And thank you, Scott. Fury, My War Gone By is in the new Omnibus coming out. Thank you, Scott.
Awesome. Thank you.
Was the Star Wars Legacy. I think that was in the January show that we did. Yes. How many Spidey Omnis now are needed till we have the first 500 issues? Oh, a lot more. Wait, you're not talking about in chronological order. We need the stuff after Roger Stern. We need the stuff that happens after the Clone Saga. We need
Is Gang War in oh no, that's after Roger
that
Stern.
would be after Stern. We need need is a very strong word. The collections of John Byrne with Howard Mackey's run on Spider-Man at the beginning after the relaunch. Although the John Byrne Omnibus had his issues, but they didn't have the Howard Mackey issues, which were like part 2 of the stories. I hope they
Howard Mackey ones were not Amazing Spider-Man, right?
They were Peter Parker.
Yeah, so that doesn't count in this getting up to 500 issues of Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, but I don't think they got it all the way to the JMS issue. That would have been issue 35. John Burns
Right,
didn't go
because that wasn't John Byrne. Yeah.
Yeah. Need is a very strong word. Woo! People tend to forget how bad that era was, but doesn't matter. Ultimates by Dennis Camp, Volume 3, Rescue Mission. Collecting Ultimates 13 through 18 and Ultimate Hawkeye #1, which was the one-shot that just came out. That was a lot of fun to read. I like that new character. Juan Frigeri and Von Randall are the two artists here. 168 pages, $19.99. I love this series, so I can't wait because that countdown's still continuing, right?
It is, yeah. December marks the end of the countdown where the Maker will emerge from the city and all hell will break loose in Ultimate Endgame. This volume here, for me personally, is uneven, but it does include my favorite comic book of 2025, which is Ultimates number 17. It's another Doom-focused issue that continues the trend that was started in issue 4, where each page has only 4 panels on it, and each panel represents a different moment in time in Doom's life. So it's a very interesting presentation, a heartbreaker of an issue. I love this series, and it's going to be sad to see it go.
I'm going to see I hate to see the entire series, all of them go, the entire Ultimate Universe. I wonder what the trade-off is going to be, what we're going to get instead, like a second year. I know they're not going to reveal that until a little later, because I mean we saw that Scott Snyder was talking about how Absolute Batman, he's got it planned all the way to like 60 issues.
36 is what they're contracted for, I believe.
Dude, it's Scott Snyder. He can write his own contract and then be like, yeah, okay, done. But you know what I'm saying? Like, if he's got 50 issues planned, we're going to get 50 issues. I wonder what Marvel plans to do with the Ultimate titles, because those are some of the top selling books this year and last year.
So here's a fun fact.
Is it going to be really fun, though?
I think so.
Okay, go ahead.
Every Ultimate book outsells its mainline counterpart.
No.
Yes.
Black Panther.
Well, there is no mainline counterpart.
Gotcha.
It does, but no, that's the point I'm making, is that they can't even sell a Black Panther book mainline. Ultimate Black Panther exists, right? Okay. So, bolstering the point that you're making, how are they going to recoup the losses of their best-selling titles in every, sort of space that Marvel has?
Oh, you mean, okay, yeah. That's why I'm saying I think they'll probably have a plan. They just haven't announced it. Yeah. The longer the better for people like us that are Omni collectors or collected editions collectors. Gojira. Godzilla destroys the Marvel Universe, which was a lot more fun than it had every right to be. Penciled by Javier Garon and written all by Jerry Dugan. Collecting Godzilla destroys the Marvel Universe 1 through 5. I'm surprised that they didn't go bigger with this. And make it a treasury edition when it comes out. They're making it into a trade paperback. And this is 128 pages, $17.99. What did you think of this, Sean? Since I think you're the only one that read it.
So I actually, I have to be honest here. I avoid things like this, like the plague.
You avoid Godzilla like the plague? Go on.
I avoid crossovers like this, like the plague. But I do love every creator involved, so this is probably really good.
Time out. Superheroes, yes. Godzilla, yes. But superheroes versus Godzilla, that's just crossing the line.
I draw the line right there.
What?
That is, yes.
They have to have some principles.
Exact. Thank you, Jess. Why is Jerry Duggan's name misspelled? Can we tackle that? Can we address that fact? Can you scroll up, please?
Where did you see that? Oh, Jerry.
Whoops.
Sometimes, things slip by. Sometimes if you're going from speech to text, Jerry Dugan sounds a lot like J.E., I don't know.
That's his cousin.
My wife gets pissed at me for misspelling things because I'm going speech to text, and then I'm like, "But you told me not to text and drive, so I'm doing speech to text." Anyway, so not a fan of big crossovers, huh? No, that's a killer cover, by the way.
Oh, that is a great
Mark
cover.
Brooks. Has to
Mark
be
Brooks.
Mark Brooks.
It is Mark Brooks. Mm-hmm.
That's gorgeous.
That's such a cool cover.
Is it true Amazing Spider-Man brand new day is getting a re-release? A reprint? Is it out of print already? We're getting a volume 3 of the Omnibus. Eddie Brock Carnage, thank you to Batmantha, if you're still watching, for sharing her love of this book. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was so good. That first volume, I haven't read this yet. Eddie Brock Carnage Volume 2, The Killing Muse, Charles Soule and Jesus Saiz with Juan Ramirez. This is collecting issues 6 through 10, 112 pages, $15.99. Sean, tell me the good news. Is it still continuing past issue 10, or does issue 10 wrap it up?
So this is wrapped.
Gosh dang it. I said tell me the good news.
This
Even
is
if you have to
wrapped.
lie to me.
It does see Charles Soule, though, returning to the scene of the crime, so to speak, by utilizing Muse, who was created for his Daredevil run.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty fun. This run has been interesting. I am not a fan of symbiote swapping, like for example, this being Eddie Brock Carnage as opposed to Eddie Brock Venom. But of course, we all know
symbiotes need to stick with their one host.
Yes, that's how I personally feel.
No polygamy with.
Yes, it just gets very incestuous after a while.
Not under Sean's watch. Not
no,
today, buddy.
But what it did allow Charles Soule to do here is to explore these seemingly diametrically opposed forces. So that's kind of fun.
Oh, and apparently it ends good. Spectacular Spider-Man Omnibus that just came out, sold out in 3 weeks. Remember, I think they were gone. I did the Saturday live stream, and the standard edition cover was already out of print, and I told people about it. So I'm surprised it kind of lasted 3 weeks. But I'm glad it did, right? It gives people the chance, even though 3 weeks is not that long a time for people. Spider-Girl by my buddy Torun Grombeck. Breathe Through the Fire with Andre Rizzo and Diogenes Neves. So this is collecting Spider-Girl 1 through 7. I assume, was that it, or did this continue past issue 7?
I believe this is all there is.
Okay.
All there will be. I believe so.
It creates FOMO is what it does. Okay, next time I'll keep my mouth shut and nobody will know when things will go out of print. You can point the finger at Omnidog.
What?
I don't want to spread FOMO, man. I just let people know because I'd like to know if something goes out of print. If somebody had told me my Nightmare on Elm Street Steelbook set was going to be sold out if I didn't pre-order, damn it still wouldn't have helped because Amazon sucks. Anyway, 168 pages, $19.99, rated T for teens. And cover is by David Nakayama. This is not to be confused with Mayday Parker, but this is the new character that appeared in Spider-Boy. Created by Dan Slott. And Star Wars Legacy of Vader, which is another series that surprised me. That was really good. A lot of my viewers were telling me how good it was. And I finally got to read the first trade paperback, and it was solid, dude. Charles Soule with Luke Ross and Stefano Raphael. And that covers by Derek Chu. This book collects issues 7 through 12 of Legacy of Vader. And it retails for $17.99. It has 136 pages. Dude, this is good. I really dig this. I mean, Charles Soule is no stranger to writing Star Wars, at all. Novels and comics, but this is solid. I dig it. Great to see Uncle Jess. I read that as Great Uncle Jess. I kind of like that better. Great to see Uncle Jess back and his friends as well. This is my house. I just let him in. My 7-year-old daughter.
These are all my friends.
We went to the shop and bought every issue as it released. That's what I love to hear.
That's sweet.
Investigator. Nightmare on Elm Street, be damned. Where's the signed Elvira? I know. Where is I think my wife threw it away. She got jealous of my picture. Predator, Black, White, and Blood, Treasury Edition, baby. So this is an anthology series. I think there's 3 or 4 stories in each issue. Collecting Predator, Black, White, and Blood, 1 through 4, 136 pages, and $29.99. Explicit content. Love this. I mean, it's red, white, and blood. I would expect to have a lot of explicit content here. Joe Kelly and Steve Fox, Jim Zub, Cody Sigler, Alvaro Lopez, Philip Sevi. Who else? Brian Level. Those are some of the pencilers there. And my buddy Corin Howell doing the cover there.
That's a solid cover.
Yeah, she's a great artist, dude. You would love her stuff, man.
Oh, yeah? Where else can I see it?
She just did the first trade paperback of Vault's Lilith is out.
Lilith?
You know, they sent me a copy. They sent me the variant and the regular copy. I'll send you one of them.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you'll love it, dude. It's right up your alley.
Lilith. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you.
And Moon Knight, Fist of Khonshu, Jed McKay's series wrapping up before his Moon Knight series kicks off, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure. So Moon Knight, Fist of Khonshu is wrapping up. This is the 3rd Moon Knight series that Jed McKay has written, and they are continuing the series with another title. What is that title called, Sean? Do you remember?
I don't remember off the top of my head, but
James,
I know
you in the chat, James. What's the next series called, buddy? What's the next series called? Celebrate Moon Knight's 50th anniversary. Okay. Somebody said earlier, Jess forgets. Gio talked about Lilith a few weeks ago. Oh,
dude, I have no memory of the entire year now. My brain released everything.
Jess has goldfish memory, which is wonderful because every comic is what Stan Lee said about Jess. Every comic is his new comic.
Jess, does that mean that you don't remember me since we largely met this last year? Do we have to have like a 51st date situation go on here?
I need a videotape for him.
Yeah, Omar can do his impression of you and tell me everything you said this year.
Mark Spector Moon Knight. Thank you, sir. That's what it's called. Omar, I didn't mean to create FOMO. I didn't. I meant Marvel's new printing strategy does, even though I understand why they're doing it. Sorry. Oh, no, it's okay. I just like pointing fingers at Jess so people can I won't say anything, and now people can be like, Jess is the guy that has the FOMO information. He ain't sharing. Punisher, King of Killers. This is really interesting.
Aaron.
Because this is collecting all of the 12 issues. Because this has been released in a series of 2 trade paperbacks before. But I just find it really interesting that they're re-releasing it as a big, thick trade for 400 pages, $39.99. Jason Aaron, Jesus Saiz, and Pau Azateca. This is when he has this new symbol, although we know that his Punisher logo is back.
Yep.
And I don't want to give away too much, but let's just say him and Daredevil don't get along through that run. Not that they ever do.
I thought that run was awesome.
I dug it, man. I liked where it went, and it's hard to talk about without going into spoilers why I liked it.
Yeah.
But I dug it.
What? That was the Punisher
that one too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was the Punisher. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm up for it.
All right. Moment you all been waiting for. Curtis. Finally.
We're 35 minutes into the stream, so we're doing better than usual.
That's because Peter's not here. Peter will be back next week. I wish him a fast healing. Everybody's getting hurt, man. Sean
Peter got hurt?
Curtis. Yeah, his hand.
Yeah.
Watch your backs, Sean and Curtis. And I don't mean that as a threat. I just mean
I was concerned for a moment. Watch my back.
Watch your back, man. Watch your back. These fools be tripping, man. It's crazy. Jess about lost his damn mind for like a month, and Peter like lost use of his hand, but he still wants to do the triathlon. Anyway, Curtis, watch out. Go ahead. Do your thing.
This is the Thunderbolts. Yeah. I want a t-shirt with that on it. No, Thunderbolts Epic Collection, Volume 4 Redemption, collecting Thunderbolts 42 to 52 and Avengers 31 to 34, plus Thunderbolts Life Sentences. More of the Fabian Nicieza era of Thunderbolts with Morg Bagley and a bunch of other people. This has a big, like it says, a big crossover with Kurt Busiek's Avengers.
Yes, sir.
And I don't, this is still the era where Hawkeye is leading the team.
Yeah, this is big time when he's leading the team. I wonder how they're going to collect fight bolts. If they'll do something like the Omnibus edition, or they're just gonna, nope, let's just loop it in with everything else, because this is the epics and we don't fool around here.
I hope that they just put it in exactly in numerical order. Just like, let's make it as much of a shock for people as it was when it first came out.
Oh, look at that. What's going on, Chubby Ray? Hope you're doing well, brother.
Thanks, Chubby Ray. Nice to see you too. I appreciate that.
Omar, are you going to tell Chubby Ray to watch his back too, or is it just me?
No, he ain't been on the stream yet. I think he's going to join us in December for the next stream, and then I'll tell him to watch his back. I'm sorry, Curtis. I'm sorry. I'll shut up. Go ahead, Curtis.
This is Avengers Epic Collection, Volume 14, Absolute Fission. Roger Stern's Avengers numbers 238 to 254 plus annual 13, 464 pages, $50. This is the Secret Wars era of Avengers, all around that time, featuring a very big story featuring Vision. And there is a what if, a great what if story that goes along with this, but that it looks like they're not going to include in here. But yeah, really nice collection. This was in a thick trade, mapped a little bit differently before, but now we have it in Epic collections.
There were two.
And what this does,
there were two absolute.
What this does for us is make a 1-volume gap. We only need volume 15 in order to have Avengers volumes 1 through 27 complete.
Now, Jess, you normally can't answer a lot of questions when it comes to this stream. When looking at solicitations, because usually new stuff and old stuff you can't remember. But I think you got this one. Jess, is there any DC comics on this list, Jess?
Not that Marvel Charlie. Omnidog DC. No, I am unaware of any DC comics on this Marvel previews show. Good question, though.
Great question. Because I mean, you never know when they're going to put they're going to sneak in a DC versus Marvel book, you know?
Right.
Or would that be solicited by DC since they did the last two?
Well, they did just stealth drop 2 new Marvel DC crossovers yesterday on
that's right.
digital. So
yeah, there could be some other collections coming later on too, but I can't say a word, and I don't know if they'll be here or at DC. So, oh, look at that cover, man! You already know who that is. Curtis, tell me about Rom.
Who is that?
Well, that is definitely the Bill Sienkiewicz cover, and it is an absolutely great cover. He did so many covers in this era that are stellar. There should be a book of them. ROM Epic Collection, the original years, Volume 4, of course, completely written by Bill Mantlo, and with pencils by Sal Buscema, Mark Bright, and even Steve Ditko. I guess this is the era where Steve Ditko kind of takes over the book.
Yeah,
I can't remember when the crossover was, but yeah, he does the last portion of this series. This has ROM 48 to 60 plus annual 3, and Incredible Hulk number 296, which is important because it's a crossover with a licensed character, so it is not going to appear in the Incredible Hulk Epic collections. So if you need a complete series for Incredible Hulk, you're going to want this Epic collection as well.
Say it for the Epicureans in the back, Curtis. Why is this important?
It's not going to be in the Incredible Hulk Epic collection. They have placed the volume breaks right at 295, and then so the next one will be 297. So it won't even look like there's a gap missing, like an issue missing there, but there will be.
Well said. Okay, and
And Ultimate Spider-Man Epic Collection Volume 2, Hunted. Ultimate Spider-Man 14 to 27. This is going to collect, I believe, 2 story arcs. One of them involving Kraven the Hunter, and the other is the return of Dr. Octopus, who gets, or I guess Dr. Octopus's first battle in the Epic Collections.
Are you asking? I'm sorry.
I can't remember if this is the first one or if this is the second one.
This, I think, I don't think he's been an antagonist yet at this point.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because the first 2 story arcs are Green Goblin and Kingpin. So yeah,
Right.
This one is Dr. Octopus and Kraven the Hunter.
Yeah.
344 pages, $42.99. Have we seen that price point before, or have they been $39.99 up until this point?
I'm not sure. I don't remember. Yeah, this one's. I would have preferred if they remapped these, because the Spider-Man Ultimate, these Ultimate Epic collections are just exactly the same as the previous Ultimate collections. They were just called Ultimate Spider-Man Ultimate Collection, and it collects 2 story arcs at a time. And I would have preferred if they remapped it to collect 3 story arcs at a time to get us, 16 issues or so. But they're just sticking with what has already been established.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're not doing that. I can understand with complete collections because complete collections were already thick, like the Spider-Girl complete collections. But with these, they only collected 13 issues or 12 issues. So it's going to take a while, especially for series like this, because this series went on for 150 plus issues. So it's going to be a long time before we get to the end. Ultimates, it makes sense. Ultimate X-Men, actually, I wish they would do the same, remap them. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Ultimates is different because they had a stop. They stopped and started so much with their actual volume numbers and such. But yeah, it is what it is.
Bar, how's it going? All the girl comics are gone.
Hey, Bar.
Never going to talk about them again. You just missed all that, so sorry.
Good to see Bar. Nice.
Is it though? Okay, yeah, it is. I think we get an Omni reprint of Daredevil by Brubaker Volume 1 soon. My goodness, man. You know what's funny is I remember this exact comment a few years ago, so it's been printed a couple of times. Yeah, I'm supposed to have a list from Marvel stuff, and I'll remind them about the reprints, of course. Although they did state that they're not forgetting the reprints will come back. Thank you for the super chat, Silhouetted Animator. With the ROM and Micronauts Omnis going out of print, are they out of print? I think they're still in print, right? Who's on? James, you there? Can you check on that? I think they're still in print, brother. Is the Godzilla one not far behind, or is it that safe for now because it's different contracts? Toho, not Hasbro. I want to say those are still. Well, I don't know if they're still in print at the. You know what? I will check. I
mean, you're right. It is different contracts, so it depends on what those terms are. It could be that Godzilla stays in print, for another 10 years because that's what they agreed with Toho. We have no idea.
Okay, I'm finding out right now if they are in print or not. So just give me 1 second. Could be that they're in stock and not in print at the distribution level. And okay. Well, I will have somebody check. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. They were selling out on Amazon. Okay. Well, we're going to check, though. Curtis, I've just read Chuck Dixon's Punisher issue from Capital Punishment Epic. What a blast. Are there more one-and-done stories, or most by Baron are multi-part? I haven't liked Baron's early Punisher.
Okay, so most of those early volumes are kind of maybe 2-parters. They don't the way the comics were just done back in the 80s, they didn't tend to go much further than that. Maybe they did occasionally be a 3-parter or so. I don't think you're going to find very many of those one and dones. There are a few just kind of scattered, some inventory stories and such, but They definitely are the exception, especially once you get closer toward the 90s. That's as far as I recall. I can't remember.
So a lot of multi-part stories later on too, though.
Yeah, especially once Punisher has his own, has 3 titles going, then they start doing a lot more crossovers.
So it looks like all of the Omnis are still available through distribution. Some of the covers are gone though. It's just
I sent you a private chat.
Oh, you did, okay. Breaking news from Jess: ROM 1 through 4 Omnibus is still available at IST. So two things, not our sponsor, and also breaking news from Jess: there's a 4th Omnibus that I wasn't aware of. I thought there were only 3.
Wait a sec.
So,
oh yeah, that's on me.
Whoops.
Oh wait, no, it says no. It's it's 1 through 3.
breaking news from Jess: Omni Dog's back, baby.
This is the last time I do anything extra. Wow.
You went out of your way to check too. That was so sweet, man. Thank you, Jess. I did not mean to make fun of you. Yes, I did.
Can I just slide in here real quick and say that there are over 200 people watching us right now, which is amazing.
Whoa!
But we need way more likes, and I know we can do better on the likes. So smash that like button if you're enjoying the show. Omar deserves a lot of props for putting these together and getting this information out in front of you. So any super chats, any likes, anything that's going to help the stream is much deserved for Omar.
Wow. I need more Sean's in my stream. Sean is such a hype man. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that, brother.
You're welcome.
Omni Dog, do you have any news on X-Men? Look what you just started, Jess. The thing is, somebody's gonna whatever you're about to say, someone's going to take that and show it on Facebook groups or Reddit and Omni Dog. No, it'll be near mint condition because you're on my freaking channel right now.
Yeah, near mint condition announced volume 4 of ROM today.
I don't even know what the hell they're gonna put in there. There's not enough material. Or the DC books at the Jess, I'll let you take this one.
Kal-El, no. No, they are not.
Yeah. I will take this one right here. What happened to the Omnibus announcements? They should be coming back. I'm waiting for a list from Marvel. I think the last I talked to them, it'll be available first week of December. So maybe in December I will ask again because I know how people get impatient and how people are just used to certain announcements coming out at certain times of the year. Mr. Tex, thank you for the super sticker, buddy. And if you got a question, let us know. J. Michael does not like the phrase "smash that like button."
You know what's funny about people like this, right? Like I'm putting out a positive message about doing good for the channel, and this dummy decides that it's the moment to say, "Oh, you should ban that phrase. We should ban you."
Wow.
That's how I get down on my channel. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Sean does not represent the views or opinions of Dear Mint Condition. Please.
He represents Omni Dog's vault, though. That was savage.
This is how I get down.
He said these people. He's just teasing.
He's just teasing now after Sean.
That tends to be how it goes.
I remember calling one guy out, and I felt so bad afterwards when he was like, "I'm sorry, man. I was just joking around." I'm like, it's really hard to read tone, man, through like comments. Omnibus Volume 4, the IDW years. That won't happen. Okay. I would love that. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Yes, kindly caress the like button, please.
Like that smash button.
Let's see. Angry Sean is fun. Okay, look at that.
But can we spell the name right? Can we spell it right? It's
right here.
It's right there,
Jerry.
Right there.
Shut up, Jerry. All right, really quick. Let's do a recap because that is it. Okay. Captain America by Mark Grumal, Volume 3, and then we're going to chat a little bit. Captain Marvel, highest, furthest, fastest omnibus. X-Men Messiah Trilogy omnibus. Punisher Fury Punisher and Fury, Max, by Garth Ennis Omnibus, and that's not a name, that's the adult title, Max. Star Wars Legends: The New Republic Omnibus Volume 3, Amazing Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 7, Ultimate Wolverine Volume 2, Ultimates by Dennis Camp Volume 3, and we have Sean's favorite book, Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe. Well, you can't pick between that or Eddie Brock Carnage, Volume 2, Spider-Girl, Breathe Through the Fire, and Legacy of Vader, Volume 2, Predator, Black, White, and Blood, Moon Knight, Fist of Khonshu, Volume 3, wrapping up that series before Mark Spector Moon Knight. This needed more X-Men. That should be a t-shirt. How is that not a t-shirt I'm wearing? I need to make that. Sean's not fun. He's very judgmental. Now that's true. That's man. That's Tommy Ray did a good turn on that.
Damn, dude.
Punisher.
We were vibing.
You called him out, man. You said
I did it. All I said was you could spell my name right. It's just right there. I don't know.
I caught the tone. Punisher, King of Killers trade paperback, Thunderbolts Epic Collection Redemption, and the Avengers Epic Collection Volume 14 Absolute Vision, ROM, the original Marvel Years Volume 4 Epic Collection, and Ultimate Spider-Man Epic Collection Volume 2 Hunted. Let me get these super chats. IDW Hasbro Transformers reprints would be great via Image Skybound after the Marvel era is fully reprinted, of course. Dreamwave as well. Dreamwave would be a nightmare. Silhouette animator, as much as I would love that. And a lot of that problem with Dreamwave is because how do I put this without calling any names out? Pat Lee and his brother stole a lot of money from their own company. They filed bankruptcy and did not pay the artists and writers. Therefore, if you were to reprint something by someone that was not paid for to do their art and story, there's all kinds of legal issues with that. So I think the Dreamwave era, man, is dead. And yes, I totally said Pat Lee's name because that was messed up.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've never made a joke at Omar's expense. I just speak facts and they speak for themselves. That's too smart of a joke for me, John. I don't appreciate that. Thank you for the super chat. Here you go, Sean. A little something in the profile pic to cheer you up.
I appreciate it.
Who are you knocking out?
Pete Davidson.
Is that Pete Davidson?
my arch nemesis.
Oh,
yes.
yeah. I'm with you.
Who's he dating now that makes him your arch nemesis?
I don't even know anymore. Everybody's
just jealous of all the chicks he pulls, man. Okay. Let's talk about what we're most excited for. Curtis, what Epic Collection or Omnibus or trade paperback, but let's be real, what Epic Collection are you most excited for?
I'm probably going to say Avengers, Roger Stern's Avengers.
Absolute Vision. Have you read these stories before, dude? I'm sure you have.
Yes, I have, and they are great. And so I'm looking forward to having. I never bought that old Absolute Vision collection, so I'm looking forward to getting this in my library.
Yeah, and that people have a big issue with L. Milgram's art. I think when I was younger, I did too, but it's okay.
I still do. It depends on his inker and such. He does have his issues, absolutely, and there are issues that look better, and there are issues that look just terrible by him. So, but the story in this one is fantastic.
What about you, Omni Dog? What from this list can you remember?
I wrote them down, actually.
My man!
I think I really want Captain Marvel Volume 2 Omnibus. Mm-hmm. And I really trust Batmantha's taste, so I will get the Eddie Brock Carnage books.
Okay. Did you hear what Sean said, though? Like, there's a lot of polygamy going on with these symbiotes in this.
You said that.
I may have said that. Yes, that might have been me. Good. I dug it. All right, Sean, what about you?
So for me, this is really easy this month. Messiah Trilogy. I started my journey with the X-Men and comics through Messiah complex.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes, and I fell in love. I deeply love that trilogy. I know that it's uneven, but for me, this is home. So even just that cover, that David Finch cover, that's everything to me. So this is an easy buy.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah. Those are fun stories.
How do you feel about that time, Omar?
I remember before Messiah Complex came out, the X-Men felt really, really disassembled. Felt like they weren't talking to each other. Editors weren't talking to each other. I used to have a podcast called about heroes many years ago, and I got to interview Joe Quesada, and that was something that I got to ask him. And I asked, there's this sense of like loss with the X-Men. Like there's nobody knows what the other teams are doing. And he was like, yeah, we're actually going to put together a summer event next year. I can't really talk about it, but it's going to bring that the idea of like, making sure the teams are talking to each other. And when I say teams, I don't mean the actual like comic like characters. I'm talking about like the creative teams. It seems like they were all doing their own thing, which sometimes can be good. Like in the case of like Peter Milligan's Ecstatics, doesn't really need to be in a crossover with the X-Men, but I think sometimes it does help to explain a few things and to also, I don't know. X-Men to me has always been an extended family, so all the different series feels like an extended family. So when this came out, I was really happy. Plus, it had Mark Silvestri, my favorite artist of all time, kick off this complex, dude. Killed, and it's got some great artwork. I didn't know how I was going to feel about Colin Yost coming in from the world of animation to write stories, but man, they killed it with that new X-Men story, and I was so happy to see that they got a new ongoing series with X-Force after this. So yeah, no, I really enjoy the series. I think for me, I'm going with my childhood, which is the Captain America Omnibus Volume 3 by Mark Gruenwald, my favorite Captain America writer. And also this, I'm not kidding, that Rick Levins cover, man, that brings back a lot of memories, because I was like, oh my gosh, is Wolverine the new Captain America? I didn't know they were going to transform him into a werewolf, right? Thank you so much for the super chat, Silhouette Animator. Have you read the new Spider-Man 94 issue, Omar? I haven't, but I've heard a lot of people say it was great.
So that's in reference to the animated series continuation, yeah?
Yeah, that's the one with J.M. DeMatteis.
Yeah, so I read the first 2 issues, really enjoyed the script. J.M. DeMatteis, to me, hasn't lost a step. However, I did have a problem with the art.
Ooh.
I don't know if you've seen the interiors, but look at the faces of Mary Jane and Peter Parker. There's something off.
Okay, I don't know who does it, but I mean, when it comes out in trade, I'll be checking it out. I think Melanie bought the first issue, and she was the one that was like, that was actually pretty enjoyable.
As a fan of the series, I loved it. It felt great to go back into that world.
So it's basically the art.
Yeah.
Okay, let me get through here and see what everybody else is excited about. Unstoppable Bar is excited about Pete Davidson for some reason.
I agree with Bar.
My most wanted is Amazing Spider-Man Volume 7 and Captain America by Mark Gruenwald 3. Nothing for me this time, but that's okay. I get to save money. You better save that money for next month. Usually the February solicitations are small. There's 2 times a year that Marvel and DC have smaller solicitations. It's usually February, and what's the next one, Curtis? August or something like that? Twice a year.
Somewhere around there. Yep.
And same as Curtis, held off buying the Absolute Vision Complete collections for years now and looking forward to the epic. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, I can't respect dudes that did that, man. Like, they stole people's money. This is messed up. Jess remembers all the DC comics that were on the list.
Sure do.
Punisher and Fury Max. Ron
Fury Max.
Y'all leave that man alone. Avengers, Stern, and Alf versus the Egg. That's not a thing. So ready for Messiah Trilogy. Fury, Peacemaker, and Punisher Warzone, the resurrection of Ma Nucci, were published as Marvel Knights. If they're not included in this Ennis Omni, then where and when? Well, I think you may have answered your own question. They'll be included in a Punisher Marvel Knights Omnibus. Yeah, you're right. I forgot about the resurrection of Manucci. Highest, furthest, fastest, the Messiah trilogy, and the Ultimate stuff. I dropped Captain America during that time, so that omnibus is a maybe. Amazing Spider-Man 7 and Avengers Epic Instant Purchase. Dog, how you doing, buddy? So far during the course of the show, our company had 2 accidents. A tractor caught fire while bush hogging.
What's
and
bush hogging?
Sideswiped another one of our trucks. This is why I'm missing shows.
What's bush hog?
Okay, but more importantly, Doug, are you supposed to be in charge of telling those people where to go? Instead, you're watching the show? Because that makes me a little worried about that. You're not like air traffic control, are you? But anyway.
Google says that bush hogging is a land clearing method that uses a heavy-duty rotary cutter attached to a tractor to mow down thick vegetation like tall grass, weeds, and small trees.
Thank you. All don't live in Kentucky. I have to drive behind those a lot on these back roads.
Oh.
Let's see here. What's up, Max? The art in that book makes me uncontrollably anxious. We talking about Spider-Man?
I think, the one with the faces that Sean didn't dig.
Well, I'm about to judge Sean when I go Google these faces. Captain America by Grunwald. Grunwald and Absolute Vision. My kids are obsessed with Godzilla right now. I'll get that Godzilla Destroys Marvel Universe to read with them. I hope they like it, Dan. It's legit fun. I want nothing. No money from me, Marvel. I don't know if that's serious or not, but I read it as a serious man. Thank you guys for a fun stream. Was having a rough day and this helped. Appreciate it. Thanks, Matt. And I hope it did cheer you up. Love Grunwald on Cap. That's where I first picked it up. Avengers, the Messiah trilogy. Release the Dom cut.
I will.
What's the Dom cut? We'll ask that later. No comment. Not much for me this time. Godzilla and Rom maybe holding off on Messiah for now. Wait for the better mapping. Who knows if there's going to be better mapping? And who knows how long that's going to be? Anyway, don't take my advice. Fun fact, Alf, thank you for the super chat, Silhouetted Animator. I'm going to let Curtis read this one, though. He's a bigger Alf fan than I am. Curtis, give me the
fun fact. Alf is canonically set in the Marvel Multiverse. Earth 88131. Look it up. Winking emoji face.
I feel like you read that. I Google those numbers, my computer's going to blow up. Like, I feel like this is a gotcha moment, and seen enough movies to say pass. Spider-Man and X-Men Omnis. Yes, Spider-Man 94, where all the faces look like Zelda from Pet Sematary. The sister that was played by a dude, right? Oh, man, that creeped me out. That's all, Ryan. Come on now. So glad I caught you guys. I'm glad you caught us live, too.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing and then catch up with these guys. So I have no idea where these conversations are going to go, especially with these cast of characters. Yeah, so how have you guys been? Curtis, what's new for you guys over at Clover Press? What are you guys working on these days?
I am just finishing up on the Marvel art of Tyler Kirkham, which was a Kickstarter a while back, and we have to get that off to press hopefully by the end of the month. And same with the Marvel art of Mike Del Mundo, working on both of those, and they are great looking books.
When you say you're working on them, what do you do exactly?
With these 2 books, I'm actually doing the layouts and the design. So taking all of the art and putting it all in orders, working with the artists to make sure that we get in the art that they want in there and that it's all in proper order. And each artist has a different way, because these are art books that showcase kind of their careers, right? A retrospective of the careers. And so some of them, like David Nakayama, wanted it definitely in chronological order with his first stuff first, moving forward, so you could see the evolution of his style. Other people like Alex Malev wanted his to be organized in terms of like thematically or in terms of color, so that there's a flow to the look of each page as you turn them over and that kind of thing. So That's what we're determining now.
Those
Okay.
books, those books, Curtis does a great job on those. I have the Russell Dauterman, David Nakayama, and Michael Allred, and they are all super well laid out and interesting and fun. And the sticker sheets are amazing.
Thanks, Jess. Yeah, I appreciate that. The Marvel art of Michael Allred, that one was interesting because I put together this whole book map, grouping the characters together and stuff like that. And then Michael took one look at it and he was like, you know what, I want to do something completely different. So I had to start over again.
Maybe you shouldn't let them look. You should be like, oh man, it's already gone to the printers. I'm sorry. Sorry. Next time for volume 2.
No, it's super important to work closely, and what the only downfall there was that I just had a different idea of what he had in mind, and he was very open to like do whatever. I'm gonna just let you kind of do what you want to do, and then so I did what I wanted to do, and then it was like, oh, actually, I have something in mind.
That's great.
This is a really great question. What are people reading at the moment? I've been reading Wolverine today. That's a fun bit of that. What about you guys? Jess, you just got out of this long, sick bit.
I
Have you
haven't
had
been
any chance to read anything?
I haven't been able to read anything. I'm starting to feel like I can. I'm starting to watch more TV. So I'm watching What We Do in Shadows. So because Max keeps insisting What We Do in the Shadows, and it's awesome.
The TV show?
Yeah, it's really great.
Yeah.
I feel like I want to read Solo Leveling Volume 1, the manhwa.
Man, what did the sickness do to your brain? That doesn't sound like you at all. What?
Well, it reads Western style, and everybody says it's super great. And so I just got the first volume, and I want to see what it's all about.
What? That's
I guess whatever I had altered my brain. You're
Jess, can I ask you a confirmation question right here?
Sure.
Okay. Are you a fan of Howard Stern or Opie and Anthony?
Oh my God, I hate Opie and Anthony.
Okay, all right, okay. Okay, you're still Jess.
Yeah, Mr. Tex was pointing out several Howard Stern things in the chat. It was really funny. Calling me the what was Pat Cooper of
You're the genius of you.
Yes, exactly.
What about you, Sean? You're a big reader, man. You read how many, like, I think I read a lot, but I read a lot of the same thing. So if I'm stuck on an epic collection or an omnibus, I'm reading a lot of the same issues of whatever title it is. But you read a lot of weekly comics that come out every week. And what kind of things are you reading? What kind of things are you enjoying?
So I appreciate you asking me this because it gives me the opportunity to sing the praises of Kaya. I deeply love Kaya by Wes Craig. I think it's phenomenal. Any chance I have to talk about great comics, that's the one I really want to talk about. So it's a fantasy adventure series. It's all ages, which doesn't mean it's for kids. It means it's for all ages. It means anyone can pick it up and enjoy it. It's a story about a girl named Kaya who's got this really badass, like, robot arm, and she's protecting her brother, who's a prince who has magic powers that are going to save this kingdom. And she has to get him from point A to point B, avoiding the robots, the dragons, and all these other, dangers that lurk around every single corner, making it the most fun I have reading comics every single month. And they just put out Colossal Kaya this past Wednesday, which is a great jumping on point for someone who hasn't read Kaya before, but it also includes artwork from James Herron. Declan Shalvey's a part of it. There are a bunch of other really awesome artists involved as well. So if you like Wes Craig, if you like Deadly Class, if you like fantasy adventure stories, I've heard it compared to Bone a lot, which I haven't read, but I've heard that comparison made. I think Kaya is the book to read right now.
I never ended up reading it. I have the first trade paperback.
So good.
And it's Wes Craig writing it himself too, right?
Yes. And I was concerned about that because, I just had never read anything that Wes had written. He's known as an artist, but he's got chops. He clearly understands storytelling visually and the written, and he's amazing.
I'll have to check it out. How can y'all read the complete X-Men Claremont years in epic format for the book club when not all the Claremont run is in epic format?
This is a question for me because I've started up on my YouTube channel an X-Men reading club where we are reading one issue of X-Men, of Claremont's X-Men every day until we get all the way through. And so Ryan's asking, not every volume is out yet. So what are we going to do? So the only volumes that are not out yet or not announced yet are volumes that have the big crossovers that are collected in many other collections. So we're just going to have to jump over to the X-Men milestones or Omnibus or whatever in order to fill that gap. But that's not very much, actually. Most of it is there. We're in the middle of Proteus, X-Men Epic Collection Volume 6, Proteus right now. And so if you follow me on social media, I post the reading schedule and show the cover of each issue every single day that we're going to read. So yeah, and if my calculations are correct, we should be through the entire Claremont run by July of next year.
No, there is no getting through the entire Claremont run, Curtis. Nice try. The man is still writing and creating. So that's never
okay. Sorry, the first Claremont run. I don't think we're going to dive into the second or third or fourth Claremont run.
You can't stop him. He keeps coming back. You're never going to stop Claremont. So is that what you're reading then, to answer that question? Are you just reading one issue?
That's what I'm reading a lot, yeah. And so every Monday afternoon, I do a little roundup of the week's worth of X-Men issues and talk about that. And then I've got my hands in a lot of different books, including Aliens Epic Collection Volume 3 and Captain America Modern Era Volume 3, The Burden of Dreams. And I just got in the mail Hard Bargain. And so I'm going to be starting that one pretty soon. That one's from Humanoids. And I'm very excited to read that book. So because I know Jess liked that one a lot.
Yeah, I hope you like it as much as I did. I was really happy with that book.
Yeah, it's a good book. Who's Curtis's favorite X-person?
Oh, okay. So the story I like to say is that when I was a kid, I really gravitated to Nightcrawler because his name not only is Curtis or Kurt, but it's also spelled with a K, which is unusual. So I just loved that character based on that. And then as I started reading the comics and grew older, and I actually really do like his character just in general. He's super great. So my favorite X-person is Nightcrawler.
Not the Canadian. Really interesting choice there, Curtis. Yeah. Huh.
That would be too on the nose.
Too like all those members of the Alpha Flight.
Yeah, because they're really cool.
I don't know if that was sarcasm. I think I caught some sarcasm there, Sean. You wait till I get John Byrne on the stream.
I want to meet the person whose favorite mutant is Vindicator. I want to meet that person.
I hope you do it. They smack the shit.
Let them, and I'll let them because I did say that, and I have to
stop myself. This is a Marvel stream. Hold on a second. I hope you do. And they give you a good old kick in the butt. There you go. They say Alpha Flight's better than X-Men. Sean, thank you again for postpone. What is this? Is that Yoda and Luke Skywalker? Where do you get these facial expressions from, man?
Oh my God.
Sean, thank you again for postponing your piano practice for this. Not only a maestro, but a great guy.
The things I do for my friends, yes.
All 5 Puck fans will be on your doorstep soon. You all leave
them
Puck alone, man. Puck
bring them on. I'm gonna kick them out the same way Absolute Batman was kicking kids during the first arc.
Any word on John Byrne's X-Men Elsewhere? That is being published by the folks at Abrams Book Arts. coming out in a series of 3 books. They have not announced who the colorist is going to be or the inker. I'm sure it's not going to be Terry Austin. No, I would love to see somebody like Paul Mounts handle that. But also, and the reason I say that is, I don't know, Curtis, what do you think? I don't think they have the money like Marvel does for getting like big names like that. I'm sure they already had to pay.
I mean, they're a big publisher, so they could have the money if they wanted to. But I don't know what their plan is. That is a big undertaking, though, because all of those pages are already drawn. I kind of wonder how they're compensating Byrne through that, because he did it all just as a personal project. It's not like he had a page rate or anything like that. So does he sell the artwork to them for what a page rate would be, or like what kind of kickbacks is he getting? But
John
yeah, that's a big job. Yeah.
I have no idea. I wonder if they were like trying to get him to finish the series or continue it. Because I mean, it was just fun for him to do. And then he was like, I'm not having any more fun. So I'm going to stop doing this. They have mentioned the inker. Oh, who's the inker? Lee, you can't leave me hanging like that. You can't just say they just mentioned the inker and not mention him. Who or her? Who is it? What is an X person? And I don't really, Ryan, really? Gosh. Oh, man. Did someone say putt?
That's Jake. That's so funny.
It says, I think it's going to be inked by both John Byrne and Paul Wills, with additional guest inkers such as Walt Simonson.
What? Wow. Simonson on inks? Byrne inking him. I'd like to see the Simonson inks. That would be awesome.
That would have to be some pretty good money, though, if you're going to rope in some of these guys. That'd be pretty.
Yeah,
good.
So you might as well get a really good colorist too. New Warriors are better than Alpha Flight because Alpha Flight is Canadian and they are lame.
Oh, I don't think that was necessary.
I agree with Ryan Wilson, except they're all Canadians. No, I don't agree with that. Only reason getting that Mantlo Alpha Flight Omni is for the missing Jim Lee books. I don't know. First appearance of Lady Deathstrike, dude. Come on, Arthur. Alpha Flight. I hope Jake goes with it and renames his channel Mother. That's awesome. I have also been reading a lot of comics. I just finished up Flash Gordon Classic Collection Volume 4, which was excellent. And I just finished rereading not all of the Wolverine, Return of Wolverine Omnibus, but most of it, because I've read a lot of it already. And I'm listening to an audiobook for the first time in years, and I'm really loving it. I can't put the series down.
What is it?
And that is the Dungeon Crawler Carl series. I'm on book 7, and book 8 comes out in 2028, and it's on 2026, sorry. And it's my entire family loves it. And a lot of it is because of the voice. Yeah, Jeff Hayes is an amazing narrator because he can change his voice. My wife and I were listening to the audiobook on our way to our summer break. We went to the beach and we needed like something, and we always listen to an audiobook, and she picked it, and we were both wondering how many people they had recording this audiobook, because we're used to just one person reading it, because his voices are just that good. He sounds like a woman. He sounds like his accents. Oh my gosh, it's just amazing. And the series is amazing. I love it. So obviously I'm on book 7. That hasn't happened in years.
And what's the series called?
Dungeon Crawler Carl. And Jeff Hayes' brother watches our show, so that was really cool. He sent Melanie a huge gift box of things.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, I was just gonna say Vault is doing their Kickstarter for their first graphic novel. So I was like, yeah, we get legit. I thought it was a woman, in the audiobook, but it's him. He does it all. It's insane.
Does he do Sean?
No one can do Sean like I do. What a fine cast! Wow. What's up, Cody? Halfway through Carl book 1, dude. I hope you like it, man. My entire family loves the book series. My wife, my brothers. So we all sit down and talk about it. It's awesome. Yeah, it's great.
At New York Comic Con,
go ahead, Sean.
There was an ICV2 event, and they had some vault people there, and I guess the person that created Dungeon Crawler Call. And apparently this is a genre that is exploding. This is a super popular type of storytelling that is sort of new in a way. It's called a lit RPG, I believe they said.
Yeah, lit RPG is what it's called.
And that's the new thing. That's the new hotness.
So if you like role-playing games, like whether it's Western or Eastern role-playing games, it's written in that way, like where characters are leveling up and you get to do. Sometimes I think, man, if I was reading this, I could find myself being really bored because it goes into detail information about like the things that characters can equip with and stuff. But just hearing the audio, it's amazing. Yes, and Princess Donut is one of the best fictional characters of all time. Absolutely. She's a cat. She's great. What's up, Kirk? How are you doing? Omar, I take it I cannot go to Thought Bubble. Sadly, it's not for a great reason. A friend of the family passed away, so the visitations and all that are taking place now and this weekend. And yeah, it was my friend Allison's dad, and she herself passed away a few years ago, and her mom is a good friend of the family, so we're kind of sticking around. It sucks. Anybody read the first issue of Spider-Man Torn? JMS has always nailed Peter's voice. So JMS doing a miniseries with Spidey?
Yes, I love the first issue. So it's JMS back on Spidey. However, it's him working in the era when Gwen Stacy was still alive and they were all in college and everything like that. And so it feels, the voice that JMS has for these characters just feels so pitch perfect to me. When I first started reading comics, JMS was the writer of Amazing Spider-Man. So his voice is the one that kind of always stuck, and it feels so appropriate. I had concerns about this issue just because I didn't love JMS on Cap, the most recent Cap mini he did, but so far Torn has been excellent.
Have you read the JMS? It's a collection of trade paper, like it's a trade paperback, a collection of one shots that are two characters, like Rocket Raccoon and Doctor Doom, Silver Surfer and Doctor Strange. Two characters that don't really belong hanging out.
Yeah.
And Spider-Man and the Sinister 16.
Yep.
That's been one of my favorite reads this year. JMS, just anytime he comes back to Spider-Man, I don't know, dude. It's just something special. And then all the other one shots that took place in that trade paperback was so good.
He's amazing.
Was so good.
I'm so glad he's back at Marvel.
Thank you all. Thank you. Gwen Stacy got that booty. Mexican Gwen Stacy does. Mexican Gwen Stacy does. As a matter of fact, do I still have Mexican Gwen Stacy on my? Gosh, dang it, Melanie.
Mexican
Look
Gwen
her away
Stacy.
from
What
me.
are you talking about?
Look, I have certain gifts that I use when I have.
You don't have Mexican Gwen Stacy still?
I had it, and she must have taken it down.
Oh, Melanie.
That's okay. She lets me keep other stuff too.
Let's see.
No, not right now. This is a kid-friendly show. JMS has said Torn could become an ongoing if its sales are good.
Ooh.
Looking forward to the new Doctor Strange series. Have you seen the previews? It's is it Landy that's writing the series?
Yep.
He did the Asgard story, and I really like that. I thought that was fun. Well, it's not the best Doctor Strange story, but I like when characters are taken out of their element and you do something fun with them. So Doctor Strange is like, I don't have any more powers. What am I going to do? I'm going to go to Asgard and see if I can become Sorcerer Supreme there. And I thought it was going to be that, but it turns into a murder mystery because you got Loki involved. And that was a lot of fun. So I'm curious to see where that series is going to go. JMS made the genius move of making Peter a science teacher as his old high school. I love that, man. That was so good. Thank you, Dan. Sounds like Omnidog needs to join the AMA to see not safe for work gifts and drawings. Oh yeah, Tina and I had a draw off of.
Oh, you were drawing?
Yeah, who could draw the better certain parts of a body. The artist is Ivan Fiorelli on the JMS book.
I don't know. Not on Torn. No.
Oh, okay. Not on Ultimate Spider-Man Volume 2 either. I don't know. I should have a list from Marvel at the beginning of January, hopefully. And I'll shoot them an email probably next week. Tina did not win, buddy. Okay, nice try. Can you guys talk about Marvel spoiling their own story by revealing who will be the new Sorcerer Supreme before the event ends? Wait. Okay, don't spoil it because
I don't know.
Are we talking about?
I can explain.
Event? Hold on. But I don't know what he's talking about. Like, oh, damn it. And I can't talk about it because this ruins the one event. We're not talking about the Blood Ties event, right? Are we talking about another Sorcerer Supreme?
So, One World Under Doom is happening right now.
That's
Dr.
what I thought
Doom
he was talking about.
Is the Sorcerer Supreme. It's not a spoiler to say that the villain loses in the end.
What?
And so,
have you not seen Empire Strikes Back? Go on.
The question is, who will be the new Sorcerer Supreme? And before we've even gotten the end of one story, we already know the answer that will kick off the next.
When you say we, do you mean you and Logan? Because I don't know who you all are talking about.
Marvel told us.
Marvel called you and said, Sean.
Marvel didn't. Marvel called Twitter, okay, and they put that on Front Street. So everybody on Twitter,
on social media.
Yeah, this is on their own website. They've spoiled it. I know who the new Sorcerer Supreme is. Absolutely.
Oh man, that sucks.
It's unfortunate. I understand the business realities, though. They need people to pre-order. They need to get, those numbers up. So they're in between a rock and a hard place. But it is unfortunate for fans sometimes.
Yeah, because that would spoil the ending. I'm glad that Curtis doesn't know either, because he won't find out until the Epic Collection is out in 2049.
2099.
One World Under Doom. I finally get to read the ending. Thank you guys for joining me. This has been a lot of fun. I got to go back and edit. I know that Curtis usually has to get going after a certain amount of time. So at this moment, I just want to tell you all to go home. Or you ain't got to go home, but you got to get out of here. Curtis, where can people find you, buddy?
Well, just look for Epic Marvel Podcast on social media, and you'll probably find me there. I have a Facebook group if you search for Epic Collections in Facebook. And Monday afternoon at 3:30 for our X-Men recap live stream, and Tuesday at 3:30 for just an unboxing of upcoming Epic Collections.
All right. What about you, Jess? Dude, let me tell you, you don't got to go home, but you got to get the hell out of here. Is something my wife and my who was my girlfriend at the time hated to hear. When she had to go back to her college, and I'm like, I gotta go to work tomorrow. You ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get the hell out of here. She hated that, and I still do it just to make her mad from time to time. Anyway, Jess, where can people find you?
You can find me on YouTube at OmniDog's Vault, and I am gonna start doing live streams again. And when I start reading books, which I think I'll try and start today, I'll start making more recorded videos. So I believe I am getting better. Thank you all for all your nice comments and best wishes and stuff. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me.
I can't wait for that solo leveling review of volumes 1 through 13 and the solo leveling tattoo that you're going to be getting.
And I'm going to read that, and then I'm going to read Kaya, because I have the first trade too, and I
never got around to reading it, man.
Sean has really said a lot of great things for a long time about this book, so I'm going to go grab them both.
What about you, Sean? Where can people find you, buddy?
Thank you for asking. I am Sean from the Comics Pals. This has been an amazing stream. Make sure you hit the like button on your way out. If you would like more from me, I will be live again tonight at 8 p.m. over on my channel for Pals Polls. That's where we talk about this week in comics, and we're going to be reviewing a whole bunch of books, including the recently released Batman 163, aka Hush 2. So if you want to hear my thoughts on arguably the worst Batman book of the year, tune in tonight.
Spoiler alert.
Dude, it's Hush 2. How did it go wrong? All right.
Well, we've got the best of Batman with Dark Patterns and the worst of Batman with Hush 2 on the same week. So I'm going to have fun.
All right. Well, I am the Uncanny Omar. Thank you all so much for watching. Smash that like button on the way out, and we are out here. Have a great one, everyone.
Peace and love.